Hey guys, and welcome back to the next two upgrades that we're going to do on the Triumph Bonneville bobber. As you will have seen from the title of this video, the first one is this cover for the radiator, and we're going to get to that in a couple of seconds. Second one, which we're going to cover first, is this petrol cap that I'm very excited about. I just love the way it matches the gold pinstriping of this limited edition gold line of the bobber. Little pivot mechanism opens the petrol cap, so you do lose the locking mechanism that comes with the standard bike. But you know what, I don't really leave my bike standing in public places where I run the risk of someone stealing my fuel. The second thing, obviously, or the first thing, whatever, okay, is this cover for the radiator that we're going to quickly fit. Now, the problem that we're dealing with here is, since this is a naked bike, the radiator is quite exposed, and even this bike that's done only a few thousand miles, you already can see the line here where debris is regularly flung up from the wheel onto the radiator, and there's even a couple of marks here, stone chips already. So the idea with this guy is that it is supposed to fit here, I think, somewhere. We still need to figure out how it's going to fit, and obviously provide that additional protection to the radiator. Plus, it's bloody cool as hell. So this came with this protective foam, which I'm guessing has to be stuck on the inside of this cover, and that will prevent chafing, and it will prevent rattling and damaging the actual radiator. So let's figure this thing out and see how we fit it. So the tools we're going to use for this is that same H5 Allen key that we previously used, some scissors to cut the foam stuff, and remember guys, we do this live with you. It's not pre-rehearsed. I don't take stuff apart and figure it out before we actually start doing this stuff. So first thing I would like to do is remove the two screws. Now, a concern here, because they seem to be quite long, is that these are maybe drain screws or something along those lines, but we're going to take them out and we'll handle it as it comes. Specifically this bottom one. Fortunately the bike's not hot. I've not been driving it. I just brought it into the garage just now. Okay, not a drain plug. Bonus. I wonder what the purpose of these screws are, if it's not a drain or anything like that. I have to say, with a lot of the stuff that we've added to the bike so far, it's like Triumph specifically made provision for these things to happen, but never actually put the stuff in place. Also not a drain plug or anything. Just looking. These two screws are exactly the same, so top and bottom doesn't make a difference. Let's see. Huh. This is interesting. The bottom fits pretty nicely. I'm now wondering about where exactly that foam should go. I think, to be honest with you, it should rather go on the sides here, or maybe top and bottom, to prevent said chafing. Test fit this guy. The bottom screw interlocated. It's a bit of a reach to get the top one in there. It does have a bit of an offset. Okay. It does grab it quite nicely though, and it does pull in. So now, see, this clears quite nicely everywhere. I wonder what this foam stuff is for. Because there's literally no risk of chafing, vibrating, or anything like that. This thing is just properly tight to the point where I'm not going to fit the foam stuff. That seems to be it. Nice clearance everywhere. No risk of damaging anything. This is very smart. Well, that seems to be it. Done. Turn the wheel so we can get a nice look at it. That'd be pretty. Awesome. Thanks for watching. Remember, life is too short to drive boring bikes.